Welcome to my channel, and I want us to look at the outcome of the recent meeting of the Northern Christian leaders. It was a summit they held in Abuja, where most of them are actually APC Christian leaders, led by former Secretary to the Federal Government, Lawa, and the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara. After their summit, which they held in reaction to the Muslim ticket of the ruling APC, which they are all members of, they resolved that Northern Christians will not vote for APC presidential candidates in 2023 presidential election. And it is important that we look at some of the issues that they raised, some of the things that they said about the forthcoming election, and their resolve that they will not vote for APC presidential candidates. And Lawa said that they will answer with their votes, with their PVC on the election day. He said that the Muslim ticket is a proof of the anti-Christian agenda of the APC, and that even within the APC itself, Northern Christian has been totally eliminated from the National Executive Committee of the party. Okay? They said that what happened, the emergence of the Muslim ticket was not just a happenstance. It was part of a long-term strategy, okay, to marginalize Northern Christians and also to disregard Christians in the equation of things in Nigeria. Because Babashilawa was saying that this is not only a slap on the face of Northern Christians, it's a slap on the Christians in general. He described it as a wake-up call to all Christians in Nigeria. And he made an important point. He said that Christians never wanted this election to be about religion. But the APC and its presidential candidate has turned it to a religious issue, and we cannot escape from it. He did, and he was right in that it was the insensitive decision of the presidential candidate of APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to pick a fellow Muslim from northern Nigeria as his running mate that brought religion squarely at the center of the 2023 election. And that is what Babashilawa was talking about. And there are some things he said, which I have to quote him verbatim so that I'll be able to appreciate where he was coming from. He said, so our dear APC colleagues should spare us these sanctimonious lectures on competence and the cliche religion of the candidates does not matter. The truth is that 2023 presidential election will be all about religion. And sadly, you started it. Religion does matter in the contest, so be ready for the consequences, he said. He said the PVC and our prayers will be our weapon of choice, and we will massively deploy them in 2023. Of course, that means they will deploy it against the APC. It's going to be deployed against the APC from all indication. And he said that Northern Christians will not vote for any party without a Christian in the presidential ticket. Okay? So by that statement, what he was invariably saying is that Northern Christians will not vote for APC, but they can vote for any other presidential candidates combination that has Christian in them. But I will come back to that later because that is where the issue is. I will come back to that later. We are going to dwell on that after a while. And he said that, and I have issue with that his proposition that Northern Christians should vote for any other presidential ticket they like, as long as that ticket had a Christian inside it. That is where the problem is. Why did I say that? I will get back to that and tell you about the problem that is in that suggestion by the Northern Christian leaders. Before I do that, please, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, like this video, share it widely. When you subscribe to my channel, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, if you go by the suggestion of the Northern Christian leaders that Christians in the North should only vote for parties that have Christian in the ticket, that is where they will miss the point, and it will be against their own interest and interest of their people, because there is a need for consolidated votes from Northern Christians if they are really to make a statement in the coming presidential election. Now, if we are to go by their suggestion, if the Northern Christians are to go by their suggestions, it means that Atiku Abubakar, because he has Okowa, Ifeanyi Okowa, as his running mate and a Christian, therefore he is qualified for Northern Christians to give their vote to him. And because Kwankwaso, Rabiu Kwankwaso, the presidential candidate of NNPP, has a Christian in his ticket, therefore Northern Christians are free to vote for him. And Peter Obi, he's a Christian, he has a Northern Muslim in his ticket, they are free to vote for him. Now, if the Northern Christians share their votes according to what they suggested, their vote will become insignificant in this 2023 presidential election. And at the end of the day, APC might well run away with victory. So it is important that they be educated on the implication of what they are saying. And besides, there are some moral issues involved. Issues of morality, issues of fairness, justice, and equity. In fact, one of the things that Dogara said after that summit was about justice, fairness, equity, and all that. Based on the fact that President Muhammad Buhari, a Northern Muslim, has finishing his 8-year term, it is unfair for Northern Christians to put their vote for Atiku Abubakar, for another Northern Muslim to come and govern this country again for another 8 years, or for Rabiu Kwankwaso of NNPP to come and be president of Nigeria for another 8 years. So the Northern Christians will be totally wasting their vote and spreading it across a fruitless venture. That is why my suggestion to them is that they should consolidate their votes, which means they have to put their vote in one basket. It's better for them to put all their eggs in one basket than for them to spread it around every of the other 3 candidates that are qualified to be voted for. And then at the end of the day, they will not achieve anything. So what is my suggestion? My suggestion is that in line with the position of Middle Belt Forum, which is also a Northern and Christian-dominated body in North, saying that the next president of Nigeria should come from the Southeast, they should key into that and vote in block for Peter Obi. That is the only way their votes will make impact. Because it will be unfair for power to remain in the north after 8 years of President Muhammad Buhari. I think the northern Christians should know this. And I think that was why many of them also supported the idea that the power should move to the south. I know that many of them in APC, they supported Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but they never knew that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to take the vice presidency to northern Muslims without regard to the federal character principle of the country, saying that he did it for winning the election purpose. So the best option for them, I suggest, is that they should vote massively in support of Peter Obi, who is a Christian from Southeast running with a Muslim who is very capable. The two joint tickets is probably, without debates, not in terms of probability, is the best combination of all the presidential tickets in Nigeria right now. So they should vote massively for Peter Obi, and they should come out publicly. They should not be diplomatic about it. They have already said the right things by saying that this election has been turned to a religious affair, and it is not their fault. It was the fault of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC. So they should come out publicly, and tell northern Christians and the Christians in general that this is a question of existentialism, Christian existentialism in Nigeria. They should all massively come out to vote for Peter Obi. Now, if they are to do this, it will have serious impact in the outcome of the election. Already, I know that Mr. Peter Obi is the topmost candidate in terms of acceptability right now across Nigeria, irrespective of the religious divisions in the country. Now, if they are to do this and they want to make a statement to show that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was wrong, to say that if they give the ticket to a Christian in the north, the party will not win. If they come out as one people, one voice, and vote massively for Peter Obi of the Labour Party, it will make things easier for Peter Obi to win this election in 2023. I know that there's a whole lot of things working out for good for him in terms of his capacity, in terms of his transparency, in terms of accountability, in terms of his record and everything else working out for good for him, in terms of his health, in terms of his age. All things are working out for good for Mr. Peter Obi. But if they can publicly come out and endorse Mr. Peter Obi as their preferred presidential candidate and ensure that there is a consolidation of all the votes of Northern Christians for Mr. Peter Obi, he will have a runaway victory in this election. And it means that it will make things easier for Peter Obi to win, especially the Christian-dominated northern states like Nasarawa, like Benue, like Plateau, like Taraba, like Adamawa, like Gombe, like Kogi, among others. That is, he will win these states easily if they can come out and publicly endorse him. But even if they did not, I already know that these states I mentioned, they are among the states that are being terrorized by bandits and all manners of terrorists, and that they are tired of APC and they are likely to vote for Mr. Peter Obi. But their endorsement, the endorsement of the Christian leaders, will have added impetus for the victory that will emerge from this area. And it will also make things easier for Peter Obi to get 25% in those Christian states in those states in the north that Christians are minority, like in Niger. It will help him to get 25% in Niger, 25% in Borno, 25% in Kebbi, uh, 25% in Bauchi. And I even forgot to mention Kaduna State. Kaduna State is a state that is Christian dominated. Forget about the fact that right now they are having a Muslim ticket, and somehow they have been able to pull it out. Muslim winning the election, the presidency. Christians have a very good population, large population in Kaduna State that can be easily, that will vote for Peter Obi. So Peter Obi can even win in Kaduna State, or at best get 40% of the vote in Kaduna State. You can bet on that Peter Obi will get 40% of the vote in Kaduna. Those other states that have Christian minorities, like Borno, Niger, Kebbi, Bauchi, he can get 25% there. If he gets all these votes from all these places and then win all the states in South, and Southeast, and of course win the Christian votes in Southwest, Mr. Peter Obi will be declared president of Nigeria without having to do a rerun election, as is being feared even by the American Institute, that 2023 presidential election in Nigeria may lead to a runoff. But if the Christian leaders, not Christian leaders in the North, go according to what they plan to do, and they follow the directive of not scattering their votes, because the danger is in telling their people to vote for any other party. That will be a waste of votes. If they do that, they will play into the hands of the APC that they were trying to run away from in the presidential election. So the best bet for them is, as I have said, they should publicly endorse Mr. Peter Obi as their preferred presidential candidate. All Northern Christians should see it as an obligation to vote for Mr. Peter Obi, as in a response to what APC and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done. It is not a vote against Muslims. No, it is against APC, a vote against APC action. Because there are also many Muslims who are not happy with the injustice that was done to Northern Christians by the refusal of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to make his running mate a Northern Christian, as is the tradition in Nigeria, as in line with the federal character principle of Nigeria, which indicated that no part of the country, no section of the country should be allowed to dominate any area of governance in Nigeria. So based on that, it is based on that they are voting against APC in the coming election. So that is basically the vote is against, it's a protest vote against APC and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is not a vote against Muslims. No, it is a vote against Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Shetima, and the APC. That is what they need to do if they are really serious about ensuring the defeat of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC in the presidential election. Anything short of that, they will be wasting their time. Although I do know too that even without them saying it, a whole lot of them are gravitating towards Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party. But it will make a lot of sense to Nigerians and to the international community if the Northern Christian leaders can publicly endorse Peter Obi as their preferred presidential candidate so that he can get the consolidated votes of all Northern Christians. And he will have a runaway victory in 2023 presidential election. Thank you for watching this video. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, share this video widely. When you subscribe to my channel, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you.